Welcome to the Main Street Gamers podcast. This week in gaming, TWIG. I'm Chris Ingalls.
I'm Taylor Davis.
Taylor, no longer flying solo this week. How does it feel to have someone else back in the studio?
Welcome back. I'm glad I'm not talking to myself in my apartment at 2 in the morning, like a weirdo.
Yeah, definitely. So we're actually going to lead off with the story you talked about last week, but we're just going to think it's the biggest story of probably the month. Watch Dogs, the upcoming next-gen, current-gen title from Ubisoft, was delayed. We have no sort of information on when they're planning on releasing it. Ubisoft just said that they wanted to take the extra time to make the best possible next-gen experience. Taylor, I ask you, why do you think Watch Dogs was delayed?
I think it has to probably have to do with some sort of second screen experience maybe, because like Dead Rising 3 has the ability to use your own smartphone as the character's phone, but I don't think Watch Dogs announced anything like that, right?
Ooh, that's interesting.
And I was thinking about that. Why don't they do that? Because Aiden uses his phone as the biggest weapon in that game, basically. So why wouldn't they do a second screen experience with that?
Well, the problem is with that is that I don't think you can. It would be kind of second screen stuff with the PlayStation.
I don't know. Can you? Here's another thing, though. Sucks to be a PS4 owner at this point.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a second. But I think it was actually delayed because there's something fundamentally wrong with the game, and something is messed up.
Most likely. But
we're a month out. We're a month out, and that means the game was literally about to be printed. Like, it was literally on its way to printing.
We've seen a lot of gameplay of it.
Yeah. So there was clearly something wrong that they didn't like. Because if they were if they were happy with the product up until this point, it wasn't to add something new, I don't think. I think it was because something is seriously flawed in this game, and they needed the time to fix it. It's kind of interesting, because you have to start to wonder now when we'll actually see this game.
Wasn't there I swear there's a rumor about some spring 2014. Or that might be something I'm thinking of.
I would be really surprised if it was that early. I think it'll definitely be at least 6 months. You're looking at like May, June, July, that sort of time frame, I think. You gotta think this hurts Ubisoft because it's just pushing.
Yeah, it already hurt them. Their stocks fell 25% after that announcement came.
Well, yeah, because it's going to push it to that point where it's going to be competing with, like, Destiny and Titanfall, and I just don't know if it's going to get as many viewers as it did. You also have to think Sony and Microsoft are pretty upset about this, because they have pretty weak launch lineups, and to take away, like, one of the blockbuster games from a third-party developer is pretty painful for them at this point. Yeah,
it definitely sucks. Because, like what I said earlier, what are you going to play on PS4 now? Have fun playing Knack and your Killzone.
Yeah, exactly.
Killzone went gold. That happened this week. Get excited for Killzone, you PS4 owners.
Yeah, that was my next big question is, like, what are PS4 owners playing at launch? You got Knack, you got Killzone, you got Call of Duty, you got Assassin's Creed, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no... Not that Watch Dogs was exclusive anyways, but, like, I don't know. I mean, it was a big game. I was excited for it. I planned on picking it up at launch, so now...
It would have eased the pain a little bit for PS4 owners.
Yeah.
Like, all the exclusives coming out for Xbox, they would have at least had something to play.
Sucks to suck, though.
Yep. Did you see that Target... Okay, people who bought the Watch Dogs PS4 bundle at Target just got their orders straight up canceled.
Really? That happened?
Yep. So... I don't know I don't think the PS4 are available anymore, so if you got yours canceled, you're super bummed right now.
No way. They just outed you of a PS4? Like, there's nothing that you could do about it? Shut up. That's crazy.
Amazon allowed you to pick a new game, but they did force you to pick a game. You couldn't get it without one. So, it was kind of interesting to see how retailers handled that. The next big piece of news this week, we're saying goodbye this week to the Nintendo Wii. Nintendo has halted production on the Nintendo Wii and plans no more development for the system. The Nintendo Wii changed gaming forever when it hit the scenes in 2006 with its unique Wiimote and gave birth to a new generation of casual gamers.
Oh my gosh, it gave birth to a 6-year-old grandparents playing bowling at Thanksgiving and managed to sell just ridiculous amount of copies of Wii Sports.
Taylor, what will you remember most about the Wii?
I don't have a lot of Wii memories, dude. I personally never owned. The only time I owned one is when I took it from my parents and played the new Donkey Kong Country game and tried to play it with my mom, because me and my mom used to play Donkey Kong. She actually beat Donkey Kong 64 for me way back when she used to game a lot, and I was like, all right, Mom, trip down memory lane. We're about to do this. We're going to play the new Donkey Kong Country game.
That game's super hard, though.
Gave her a Wiimote, and it was just like, just game over, dude. She couldn't keep up. I was like, because I was playing with Donkey Kong, and you can have Diddy just jump on your back, you know?
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was like, Mom, just jump on my back. I will do all the lifting the rest of the map. and then she would, like, jump off randomly, and I'd be like, it's over, Mom. I'm moving out. No, I'm just kidding. But that was probably my fondest Wii memory. I didn't really play a lot of Wii besides bowling.
Do you remember how the limited scarcity of the Wiis and how it got just to a ridiculous point that first year?
It was insane around, like, I'm pretty sure, I bet at least somebody died over Black Friday to get a Wii. I guarantee it.
Remember they were going on eBay for like $1,000?
It was nuts, dude. And like the games, dude, weren't even.
It wasn't HD.
I know, dude. It's ridiculous how that.
It's crazy to think that a console released as early as 2006 that was not HD.
It's such a fluke, dude. Seriously though, because like, come on, that's just ridiculous. Now that we look at it and like the quality of games and stuff, like I just don't know how it did it. It was a fluke.
Nintendo can definitely never again replicate the success of the Wii.
You don't think so?
Nope, it's over.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I think Nintendo might be back if they go for like a more hardcore approach again, but they will never have that sort of like weird counterculture success again.
Yeah, there's just not hardcore games on the Nintendo though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, well, we've talked about this before, where, like, if they go for a more, like, mainstream approach and, like, with a new console or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Other news this week, Fable Legends, it was announced, will be an episodic adventure.
Yeah,
and
dude.
The game will launch as Season 1 with DLC coming later.
Yeah, and they just plan on just, like, keep doing it forever. That's pretty interesting.
I don't know. I like games with a finite end.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know.
The best part of Fable 3 is the end game, so it's kind of like maybe it'll work for Fable. I don't know.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
What I think would be cool, a cool approach was like you know how Fable 3 worked, where you started at the bottom and then you eventually were the king.
Start up from the bottom, now we're here. Now the
what if that was the
here.
first episode, and then like the next episodes were like threats to your kingdom? Which would be kind of cool.
Well, yeah, but it's not really like that, though. It's like 4-player co-op, and then somebody is like the bad guy. So I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Somebody doesn't have to be the bad guy, do they?
I don't think I don't think so, but you have the ability to do that. I just don't really see like how the episodes. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. Yeah. I can't really wrap my head around it, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited too.
Fable's good.
I think do you think the first game then will just be like the gameplay sort of information on the disc, and then everything else will be story based, or do you think they'll add gameplay elements, weapons, that sort of thing?
I bet it will probably be like Spartan Ops on Halo 4. You know, how it's just like, you know, just like missions game, you know, something like that maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a total different approach to Fable, because I really wanted to see the Fable MMO, but that didn't happen. And now it's just like this 4-player co-op, which is nice to see. I'm excited for 4-player co-op, and now this possibility of like a 5th player being the bad guy is pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe it's just different stages and stuff, and different weapons. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's definitely an ambitious idea.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see if they can pull it off.
I hope they do pull it off.
I mean, it's tough not to be dubious, right? Because
obviously.
Fable, like, think of how strong the Fable brand was after Fable 2 and where it's at today.
Fable, yeah. I love Fable 3. I had a great experience with Fable 3, too, so.
Yeah, but I wasn't a huge fan of that game.
I know people aren't, and I understand that it's not a better game, but I still enjoyed it.
And then Fable the Journey, what was that?
That was a pile of crap, dude. That was just like, hey, here's some money. We'll just throw it at a Kinect game. I don't know. I never played it, but
give us some money.
I've watched people play it.
All right. In other news this week, Rockstar, it was sort of leaked through a LinkedIn profile that Rockstar is working on the next version of a famous IP.
Dun, dun, dun. What do you think, Eagles? What is it?
Okay. I laid out the options for you so that we can speculate. I want to speculate for like an hour. So if you strap yourselves in, folks.
Put on a pot of coffee.
Manhunt, Bully, Midnight Club, Max Payne. Those are pretty much your options.
I'm going to rule out Max Payne.
I don't think it's Max Payne either.
I'm going to rule out...
it's not Midnight Club either.
No, it's not Midnight Club.
They're done with that.
I would say...
Red Dead, Manhunt, Bully. My guess is Bully.
What about L.A. Noire, though?
Did you think I didn't think about that.
What about that? Because we haven't heard anything from that in a while. I would like to see a sequel to that.
I don't think that game lends itself that well to a sequel.
Or just strap the name on it, but give it a different setting and time period, I guess.
Well, that would be cool. I would be on board with a different setting and time period.
Because think about it, though.
You know what time period I would like to see with that game?
What's that?
Chicago during Prohibition.
Absolutely. That would be...
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be wonderful. And check this out. With the new Xbox Kinect, your interrogations actually happen via voice command. Right?
Ooh,
so you're just sitting there
really
yelling at your TV of this dude in a chair. And you can, like, make noises and stuff and, like, threaten them to get, like, information out of them. Or you can do, like, good cop, bad cop. And make a co-op with the person next to you. So you can do good cop, bad cop with this guy on your TV is just screaming into your Kinect sensor.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
That would be dirty. That would be a good game.
It'd be like Chicago in the 20s. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, dude. Yelling at, what was the big mobster back then? I'm blanking. What's his name?
Al Capone?
Yeah, he's yelling at Al Capone through the Kinect. Yeah. That'd be awesome. With a Tommy gun.
And then,
love Tommy guns.
Davis is on board for the Tommy
I'm
gun.
excited. I want L.A. Noire to Kinect enabled.
Chicago Noire?
Yep, Chicago Noire. Chi-Town!
I think it's Bully.
You think it's Bully? Yeah,
100%.
If I have to put money on it, I'd probably go with Bully, too.
Because they've expressed interest in doing a Bully sequel in the past, and they kind of used that to bridge the gap between generations the last time. If you remember correctly, Bully was released on the Xbox, and then they released Xbox and PlayStation 2, and then they released Bully Scholarship Edition on the 360 and PS3.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is basically a port with some additional content.
Bully 2 would make it college or something? That'd be dirty.
See, I don't think it'll be college. I think it'll be high school again.
Think it's high school again?
Yeah, because if, like, a slingshot in college is, like, dumb. Like, what weapon do you use in college?
You use use your fists. You get really drunk and you start beating people up, and it's called Bully 2.
But, like, you know what I mean? Though?
Yeah,
What weapon do you have?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
The college edition. Like, the high school is still, like, juvenile enough that you can give them a slingshot.
You mean you didn't bring a slingshot to college?
Nope, didn't bring my slingshot to college.
I'm done. I'll start a petition on college.
Do you think there is the possibility of a Manhunt sequel?
I don't know, dude. That series is so like far gone now, I guess. I don't know. It might. I mean, possibly, but I don't think so.
I don't know if one of those games could even work anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like that stealth-based, like psychological thriller. Like,
yeah,
who's picking that up right now? Like people, like any Rockstar game, people are gonna buy, but I don't see that being a very good seller. Not like Bully would.
Yeah, Bully 2 would definitely sell awesome.
Yep, and Chicago Noir would do well as well. So,
Chicago Noir.
New next-gen trailers of both NBA 2K and NBA Live were released in the past week. NBA 2 honestly looks like it might be the best-looking launch game on generation. You can see the sweat on the players their jerseys pull like and sway across their bodies. You can see the individual hairs on their facial hair. That's the case for NBA 2K. NBA Live looks not good. Like, if you watch them side by side, you're like, oh, this game is an Xbox 360 game, and this one's an Xbox One game.
Yeah.
Nope, they're both Xbox One games. Hasn't made a basketball game in a long time. Do you have any thoughts on this, Davis?
Nope, because
I'm not a
won't be
big
playing
sports game fan. I just had to throw this in here. So
yeah. No, I mean, I get you. Like, obviously, how the game.
I showed you the trailer, and you thought it was impressive.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. I'll give it that.
It definitely looks amazing. And little hint, a little note here. We also have a like next gen hands-on impressions podcast dropping today as well. So if you want to check that out, we are going to share some thoughts about some of the next gen games that we've got to play so far. And definitely based on what we've seen in person and what that trailer, if the game looks like the trailer, that's the best looking launch game by. So
yeah, we'll
check those out.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely check out that other podcast if you want to hear about
some
the next gen launch games. We definitely have some details for those. This week it was announced that Microsoft will be continuing their Games with Gold promotion after the first of the year, after having said it would run until December. Davis, is this a sign that Microsoft is worried?
No, absolutely not. Why would they be? No,
you don't think so?
No, this is just what needed to happen. This is what needed to happen to compete with PlayStation Store. Because, like, the deals on PlayStation Store are ridiculous. Like, Hotline Miami went up free today on PlayStation Plus, you know? And it's like, it's a current game. And Microsoft definitely needs to, I'm glad they're continuing it, but they need to improve on it a lot. Like, these games that need to come out.
It'll be interesting to see how PlayStation Plus handles the transition to PlayStation 4.
Yeah, because now everybody has to pay for it.
Yeah, and are they going to be able to put PlayStation 4 games up right away? Like, what developer is signing on to, like, give their game to Sony basically for free?
I don't know, man. But, like, day one, PS4 is killing it day one on demand stuff. And Xbox is still having trouble to keep up with that. Like, GTA 5 just went up on demand a couple days ago, I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, but that's still, you don't get those games for free.
No, I'm just saying though, just overall. Like,
and I think that Microsoft focused their sort of energy on making that a feature with the Xbox One. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I firmly believe that all the digital games will be available same day as retail on the next generation consoles.
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
This kind of worries me, to be honest with you, that Microsoft is extending this. It will be interesting. We have no details yet on whether it will include the Xbox One. I doubt it, at least for the first, 6 months. You know, if you think, July, maybe at E3, they'll announce that they're extending games with Gold to Xbox One. But we don't really think about this, but it kind of worries me because PlayStation, or Xbox Live was such a great experience that I didn't mind paying for it. But now the fact that they're like, oh, we're going to give you these free games with it, makes me believe that they think that PlayStation Network is going to be a lot closer in the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're just getting their butts kicked right now. Like, that's the deal. They are losing that. So they need to do something about it. And it's not necessarily like, it's not a, I don't want to say it's not a bad thing, because Xbox Live has always been overall better, but in this particular position that they're in, they've been getting schooled, and they need to do something about it, and I'm glad they're doing it.
Yeah, that's fair. So you can look for those free games continuing. The current Game of Gold game is Halo 3.
Which is a gem, by the way.
Absolute it's such a great game. Such a great game. Fantastic. The next big piece of news this week that kind of is flying under the radar, I'm surprised more people aren't talking about it. Zoo Tycoon on the Xbox One will be available exclusively at Walmart.
What?
Yeah, so this isn't a big deal in and of itself because how many people are really Tycoon? I mean, I'm going to play it eventually, but definitely not at launch. The only thing I'm worried about is this a sign of things to come? will we start to see more games make exclusive deals with one retailer?
I don't know. I don't understand like the benefit for that.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Walmart paid a ton of money for them to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
But
Walmart wrote them a blank check.
In the long run, though, like, I just don't understand why you'd want. I would want my game on multiple storefronts. You know?
Yeah, but what if the money was such a like? What if Walmart paid them enough money that it wasn't worth it? That it was worth it.
Yeah, but that's got to be a
like,
lot of freaking money.
Yeah, but say Rockstar tomorrow announced that they were going to exclusively sell their games at GameStop for the rest of time. Like,
yeah,
that's a very scary proposition for a lot of retailers and a lot of gamers, because the lack of competitiveness. Like, if a game isn't available anywhere, then one store dictates the price. So like they can control the price pretty hard. Think about like that means basically all the Steam sales are going away, like stuff like that. It's not going to be like affect like the casual gamer. It's definitely a worrisome sign for hardcore gamers. But I just thought it was interesting, and it's something to keep an eye on in the future, like in the way that sort of games are marketed.
I don't know. It's not a huge issue, I guess. Like if there's a game that I want, I have to go pick it. Like I don't think there's a spot in the world anymore that, or especially the U.S., that there's not a Walmart anywhere near you. You know, it'd be different if it was
just a troubling sign. Like what? Yeah, well, let's say it's not Walmart. Let's say it's
Toys R Us or something dumb. Yeah, then we can. Yeah, then there could be. Yeah, there are definitely problems you could foresee down the road from there.
It's a scary issue. Like it's just as scary that it could happen someday. It is also going to be available for digital download on the Xbox One and at the Microsoft Store. But this week's notable releases. Davis, are you excited for Lego Marvel Super Heroes?
Got my pre-order, got the days off from work. I'm going to put 80 hours into that wonderful masterpiece, and that game's probably going to be...
Dude, I bet that's going to be fantastic. I bet it's going to be a fantastic game. I love Lego games.
Is that a Wii U exclusive?
No, it's on all the... It's going to be on Xbox One, dude.
It is?
Yeah.
What was the... I was thinking.
I wonder how good. I bet that game would look good.
I'll review it. I'll go pick it up. When's it come out? Tomorrow?
Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Screw it.
So if you're listening to this on Tuesday, it has already released. Get to your store. They're probably selling out.
Get to
the other game coming out
Check
this
out
week.
the review.
Yeah. The other game is Naruto Storm 3.
Shippuden!
I don't know. I don't even know what Naruto is.
It's a fighting game. It's from the pretty popular anime Naruto. They're pretty decent games. I know Nolan enjoys them, but if you're not a fan of Naruto, stay away from this. This is not your.
Yeah.
This is your game. You got to be a hardcore Naruto fan to enjoy those games.
Go get the Mortal Kombat Game of the Year edition for $20.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play a fighting game. All right, that brings favorites segment. Davis, this week's favorite Wii game in honor of the Wii's end of production.
Hang on a second. You forgot one game that's coming out Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Arkham Origins, dude.
Yeah, no, there's actually two games coming out on Friday that I didn't mention because they didn't come out on Tuesday. Arkham Origins, and then I think it's Phoenix Wright on the 3DS.
Yeah, or something like that.
Or Professor Layton? I'm not sure. One of
those two. Yeah.
It's Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, I believe, is what the name of the game is.
You're going to pick up Batman, aren't you?
I don't know. It's one of those things, like, when it's so close to the... Like, I loved the first two games, but this was not made by the same studio. I might wait to see what people are saying about it. Just the general buzz before I make a decision on that. And with the new console so close, it's really hard to commit to a $60 Batman game that's made by a studio that's never done it before. So get excited for those. Those are both dropping on Friday. Davis, favorite Wii game?
Favorite Wii game. It's a tough one. I didn't play a lot of Wii. I can't even tell you like a game that I played like I played some of Galaxy, like Super Mario Galaxy. Those were great games.
Fantastic.
But, like, I didn't spend a lot of time in it.
Okay, so I have several. I'm
Yeah.
just going to start listing them off.
Go
Super
ahead.
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are masterpieces. And my favorite fighting game of this past generation / current generation, Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
So those are the three I'm going to go with. Probably my favorite is probably the first Super Mario Galaxy, because just how you feel when you first like understand the physics of like hopping the world and stuff is a crazy experience that I'll probably never have again.
Yeah, it's definitely unique to that game.
Yep. And to close the podcast today, we will be playing my favorite game, Alphabet City. Davis, pick a letter.
D.
D?
Yeah.
All right, today we're starting with D. You have to name a game. You have 5 seconds to name a game that starts with that letter. I will go first because you picked a letter. I will do D, you'll do E, so on and so forth. The D game is Deadpool.
Dragon's Dogma.
Wait, you have to do E.
Oh, they were naming
down
D
the
games.
alphabet.
Oh.
No.
I gotta start over.
So I'll do Deadpool.
Deadpool. Excite Bike.
Ooh, nice one. For F, I will go with 5 or F-Zero.
Okay. What's G?
Yep, that's how the alphabet works.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
For H, I will go with Halo.
I will be. What's that game called?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm blanking.
Yes! I played this game with you in the car on Saturday.
What the I game? I can't.
Ice Climbers.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. That concludes this week's game of Alphabet
Is
City.
there any other I games out there?
What about like Ico?
What is? Yeah, but that's a cop.
Ico was that. Why is it a capo?
I don't know. I just forgot about Ico.
All right. That concludes. Oh wait, one more note. One more quick programming note. We are putting up actually a second podcast today that includes our impressions of the next-gen games that we've been able to get our hands on so far. So if you want to check that out, we're just going to run down a little preview of like Battlefield and Rise and Dead Rising and stuff that we saw when we got to play the games. You can check that out later today on Main Street Gamers. Thank you so much for listening. This has been the Main Street Gamers podcast, This Week in Gaming. I'm Chris Engels.
I'm Taylor Davis, and send a list of all the games that start with the letter I to mainstreetgamers@gmail.com.
To Crossway Davis on Xbox Live so that he can hopefully win a game next time.
That too. I'm gonna get stumped. I'll start with B next time, so I still get I. So we'll see you later today, hopefully, for our other podcast. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Peace.